Hello, hello. How are you doing? Becky, Raney here, and welcome to Taking a Look. I just wanted to acknowledge you first for coming over, taking a look at this video, and learning about the doTERRA business, learning about the company, and learning about our products. We are not a pushy, hard sells kind of company. We want this to be right for you. And so we're going to go through and share all about doTERRA and so you can see the culture and what's so valuable and important for us in this company. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and flip through these screens. And here we go. Okay, so I just thought I'd start by sharing a little bit about me. My husband and I, we've been married 34 years, and I started doTERRA. I had major food allergies. Didn't know they were food allergies until my later years in life, but I struggled with an ulcer when I was in the third grade. I always had bad stomach issues, never was able to get help. I was going to doctors and doctors, they couldn't figure it out. And I was seriously an emotional wreck. I was very depressed and very struggling with no sleep. And after the doctors diagnosed me with food allergies, they basically just said, "Well, figure it out. We can't help you." And I've never felt so hopeless in my life. Very frustrating. My husband could eat anything, and there was only about 5 things on that food list that I could eat. And a girlfriend introduced me to doTERRA. She came into the shop and said, "Becky, I know you're struggling with stomach issues. Give this essential oil a try." And I looked at her and said, "Are you kidding me? Seriously, are you really kidding me? Because no doctor was able to help me. Why would this little bottle of essential oils help me?" And I was really rude to her. And I was very much a skeptic, very much not wanting to, get away. You're a network marketing company. I'm not interested. But she leaned in with courage and said, "Becky, yeah, nothing else has worked. What do you have to lose?" And so I said, "You're right." So I took the oil, put a few drops on my stomach, and I have never looked back. It's just been a crazy, crazy experience. So that was back in 2013. And I sold our print shop January 2020, right before the pandemic. So I've been with doTERRA for quite some time, working in the shop, as well as helping bring people to the oils. And I realized that I can continue eating all this horrible toxicity in the shop with the stress and everything causing my stomach issues, or I could actually travel the world and make a huge difference and impact for people. And so here I am today. That's what our start was. And I'll just show you a little bit about my food allergy test. This was just one section of it. It was like 8 pages long. This is just like one section of it. If it gives you an idea, there were so many things I couldn't eat. And when I realized I wasn't alone, and wondering why we have so many health issues today. Here in the United States, we're supposed to be the most innovative country in the world when it comes to health and stuff, but we're really number 38 on that list on the developing nations, and that's pretty pathetic. And when these essential oils came around, I learned so much about our medical system and all the pharmaceuticals and all this stuff that there's a lot of, guided information when it comes around making money. And we're not about that. That is against our policy, right? We want to help people and make a big difference. So in this video, we're going to cover about doTERRA. We're going to cover about our amazing products. We're going to talk about how to use the products. We're going to show you how you can get started if you haven't already. And we're going to share how these oils you can make money by sharing these oils to other people. So doTERRA, if you break that word down, it actually stands for do is gift, terra is of the earth. So doTERRA is the gift of the earth. And I just love that because it's all back to the intelligence of our amazing world. These plants have so much intelligence around them and pretty powerful. So doTERRA started in 2008, and they opened up the India market officially in May of 2022. So I started working on social media, finding people in India in January of 2020, And so we were 2.5 years into it before actually the office opened officially. So we were shipping products in. It was just, oh, it was so much trouble. It was really difficult. But now that we have the office open, I mean, it's been open now for 4 years. So it's incredible. And time does fly by fast. And the company is growing so fast in India. Here are the owners of doTERRA. There are 7 of them. From left to right, we're going to look at Mark Wolford here, and he is the person in charge of like general counsel and the Healing Hands Foundation, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. Greg Cook is the global footprint in business and philosophy or philanthropy. Corey Lindley is our CEO, founding executive. David Hill is the medical and the product and the science. David Sterling is the CEO, and he is actually went on a missionary when I first put this together, and he is back now, and he is just amazing. He's like our daddy of doTERRA. This guy has such a huge heart. He's so incredible. Well, they all do. And then we have Emily Wright. She's the one that dreamed this up and actually created doTERRA. She brought all these guys along with her. And she's the chair of the board. And Rob Young is in the marketing and communications. And he is super funny. I love Rob. He is so great. So, what is doTERRA really? doTERRA is an essential oil company, and it's all about healing physically, emotionally, financially, and sometimes even spiritually. These oils and products are powerful vehicles, and they create a foundation. They support our bodies and being able to build up immune systems and help support so many different ways. And our doTERRA is strong foundation. We are the largest essential oil company in the world, which is incredible when you think about all the different essential oils that you can buy, like at the grocery store, or you can buy essential oils in many different places. But doTERRA is the largest. We're the number one by sales by double. We're privately held, and we are 2.5, we're almost 3 billion in global sales. We're 1 billion in assets. We're 10 plus million customers globally, and we're 3,300 corporate employees. And we have offices, about 20 of them, in all these different countries. And we also have distribution centers in some of them too. And then we're world-class retention. So I wanted to share with you about both sides of the bottle. The reason why a network marketing company is such an amazing opportunity is that the company, doTERRA, does all of the sourcing, the packaging, the marketing. They do all the registration of the products. They do all the safety information on the products. They pay us, right? We get the paychecks from them. And if I ran my own company, I would have to do all that. So being a distributor of doTERRA is actually just an incredible thing. All we really have to do is focus on sharing, inviting, and empowering people to come and lead. And it's just back and forth, just doing that over and over and over again. And it's actually a profound way for me to run my own business with the support of doTERRA. And that's how you would want to look at it too. doTERRA's direct selling industry, we're number 8. Now, this was found in 2021, so I don't know where those numbers shake out right now. I've looked all over the internet, but when we look at the top direct selling companies, we were number 8 in 2021, and I believe that that number is reaching higher and higher. A lot of amazing things are coming along with our company, with new product innovation and whatnot. Here's the different areas that we are located. So we are in all the continents. We are in 6 different continents. We are in 52 different countries. And here we are over here in India. And India has its own distribution center, its own office, and even there's some manufacturing that's going on now inside of India for our vitamins and our minerals, which makes a huge difference for just people in India love to know that they're being manufactured in India. Now, why doTERRA? Just like I said, we're the number one essential oil company in the world that boasts 65% retention. All the other network marketing companies can't say that. Like, this is really profound, and it's because of our quality of our products as well as our amazing vitamins and minerals. People order those month after month after month, and that's incredible. Because they're certified pure tested grade, which means that they have been tested over 60 different kinds of tests, and I'll go over that too, but this purity matters. And the reason why I say that is that you can buy really inexpensive oils like on Amazon or in the grocery store, but they're dangerous. They're not pure. They're stretched with harmful fillers, contaminants. And that's something to be really said. That's why our oils are very effective. And we source them from all over the world. And that's another thing to keep in mind, that when we're working with all these different farmers and more areas that maybe they don't have very much money. This will give them a lift up in the community as well, and we call that the co-impact sourcing. And so we're really working on many sides of the bottle where we benefit from the income, we benefit from the health of the oils that they can provide by supporting our body. We benefit from the support of our company as well as the farmers. They benefit as well. So that's incredible. Now, what is an essential oil? Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds found in plants. They're from roots, barks, flowers, leaves, fruits, any part of the plant that has medicinal properties to it. We steam, distill, or cold press extract that essential oil from the plant. So here's a picture of a peppermint leaf. And when you microphone or zoom into it really close, this is the oil sac on the back of the peppermint leaf, and this is the thistly hairs. And so it's pretty incredible when you rub your fingers on that peppermint leaf, it will burst open the oil sacs and you can really smell that oil, right? Well, that's what we're extracting, and we bottle it up. What's really great about essential oils is they're natural, effective, and safe. Essential oils pass through the cell membrane, and that's where the DNA structure is, that's where viruses live and whatnot. And it contains hundreds of different compounds. These essential oils contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up a resistance. So this is incredible, you guys. No other medications can really say that they can pass through that cell membrane. And that's really important to know and understand, that the oils work with the body at the root cause, on the cellular level. Okay. So we're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. They're supercharged. One drop equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. So they're very affordable. One drop is only about 6.24 Indian rupees. And we call that pennies, right? And it can be uplifting. Peppermint is just an amazing oil. Now, you have choices. You can do the modern approach, which I just said earlier that America is supposed to be the most innovative, right? And here we are, the sickest in the developing nations. And when we have the modern approach, man produces medicines and they go after the symptom. These medicines only work after the symptom. And leaving, like, we never know what the root cause or how to work. Why do we get headaches, for example? If you have a headache, why do you have it? Is it from stress? Is it from hormone imbalance? Is it because you're hungry or dehydrated? I mean, there's many reasons why you can have a headache. If we looked at the natural approach, we go after the root cause of why we have those headaches, and we can actually make a difference by minimizing those symptoms in the first place. So the man approach is, again, designed to manage symptoms. It's isolated synthetic agents, meaning it's designed and chemically created. Side effects. There's many side effects from the modern approach. There's known side effects as well as the unknown side effects. We're $8.3 trillion spent a year on global healthcare. I think it's more than that. Trillion, billion. I think you can't even put a number on that, I think. But we're not any healthier, right? So when we look at the natural approach, again, they're extracted from plants with the intelligence that these plants have to be able to support our bodies. Because our bodies are like plants, We're made from cells. We grow and develop. That these cells and these essential oils recognize each other and they go to work on our body's behalf. Essential oils also work on the physical aspect, but because the energy that they're made from also can work on our emotional health. And they're safe without any side effects. You can't be allergic to essential oils because they actually don't have any proteins in them. So there are three ways to use essential oils. We can use them aromatically, we can use them topically, and we can use them internally. This is incredible. Other essential oil companies you cannot use internally. There's a lot of information out there on Google and whatnot, and it's not based necessarily on doTERRA. So when you're doing your information and you're searching, please always keep in mind that you want to research doTERRA peppermint essential oil or doTERRA lavender essential oil, for example. So we like to use the oils aromatically through like a diffuser. You can put a drop in your hand and breathe it in that way. You can put that on topically. Some oils we can rub on the bottom of our feet. It's really amazing. And then you can also drink essential oils in like a glass or a metal container and never plastic, right? So you take a water bottle and put essential oils in there. You want to be sure that you use it this kind of a container. There are many ways to incorporate the oils into your lifestyle. I mean, they're good for pest control. Well, they're on the plants, right? So you can use them for ants around the home or cockroaches or whatever. They don't like the smell of peppermint. And this is a great way to have a chemical free garden. You can also clean with the essential oils because of the antibacterial properties. There's many different benefits that you can use. You can clean surfaces, doorknobs, you can cook with them, there's so many things you can do with these oils, right? Now, cooking, you can only work with a certified pure tested grade essential oils. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, doTERRA is the only one that actually is said certified pure tested grade. And so we test all of our oils. You can see on the bottom of every bottle will be a code of that test because the oils work when they're pure. When there's harmful fillers and contaminants, you might as well be taking pharmaceuticals, right? And it takes out the safety aspect of the oils because you can't control what's happening there. The potency, if there's harmful fillers and contaminants, you're not getting the active components of the oils either. So we go through and we test them. Here's the lab tour that I took at the facility in United States, Utah, and it takes up the whole floor. That's huge. Um, It's like a university, really. And here's just some of the pictures of some of the labs and all the different science and stuff that they go through in the labs and what they're doing to be testing here. And here's a picture of me with some of the different essential oils. Look at the different colors. Aren't they beautiful? I had no idea that they really had different colors like that. And here's the different kinds of tests that they talk about. I can't pronounce half of these words, but you don't have to, right? We don't have to know all the science because we know and can trust that doTERRA's got our back. Now here I'm looking through a window on the top floor into the warehouse here with the different barrels and drums of the essential oil that's been shipped from all over the world. Now, our tests, they go through and every single oil, like every plant, like peppermint or lavender, they will put a code on the bottom of the bottle. And this code is actually put up on the website of this batch and the testing that it's done. Because plants every year, you have different seasons and different environmental changes and stuff like that. So sometimes the properties fluctuate here and there from year to year, and that's natural. You can't control that. But doTERRA has done such an amazing job on doing a quality control with the farmers and the harvesting of lavender, for example. And lavender now is quoted as a pharmaceutical grade because of the consistency. And that's huge. That opens the doorway up to so many eye opening doctors and things to start using these oils inside of laboratories or in their hospital settings and doctor settings. We are seeing that many hospitals here in the United States are doing that. They're using these oils for testing and studies to see the effects on people. So doTERRA is sourced from all over the world. So, for example, in India, you have cardamom as a spice, and cardamom is a very prized spice that you guys like in India. But we don't source cardamom in India. We source it out of Guatemala, Mexico, which is like right here on the continent, because the spice cardamom in Guatemala has the same benefits for the gut as the oil in India, but the one in Guatemala, they found that it has more healing constituents for the brain support. So we're looking for essential oils that have more benefits to support you with more powerful pathways, right? Um, so we do source many oils in India, and India we source um, lemongrass, peppermint, turmeric, holy basil. There's so many different oils, bergamot mint, Japanese mint, and spearmint. And yeah, the list kind of goes on and on. But you can see where there's many different countries that we're sourcing there from. Now, here's a picture of our lemongrass farmers in India. And there's a wonderful video on the website. If you type in doTERRA lemongrass farmers in India, up will come a wonderful video regarding these wonderful ladies and the benefits that the doTERRA has been giving them by paying them twice as much, if not three times more, other essential oil companies would pay them. And so we're taking care of them. We're providing them so that they can send their kids to school, and even in some areas, like in the turmeric region where we source turmeric for India, we built a hospital and we built a food bank. You guys, this is incredible. We want to take care of our farmers so they'll take care of you. Here's a diagram of understanding what really is happening with the supply chain of our oils. So, in most industries, there's the farmer, the distillery, then there's a broker or perfumist in the middle, and another perfumist, and then the company, and then you. This is not doTERRA. We don't do it that way. We feel that the perfumists and the brokers, actually, it's where the supply chain breaks down, and that's where they put the harmful fillers and contaminants that can render these oils unsafe for internal use. And you guys, it's really important to understand that. So we cut out the middleman and we added the testing unit to it. So we pay the farmers the same day they bring in the harvest. We distill, work with the distilleries. The distilleries ship it to United States doTERRA. We do all the bottling, all the testing, all that stuff like that before it gets to you. Now, it's really, really important to understand why dosing correctly or why testing is so important, is because we want to be able to ensure that the dosing is correct. And if it's been filled with harmful fillers and contaminants, you could be actually making your body not feeling well. And so you want to be using more and you're not dosing correctly, right? We want to be sure that these oils are safe. Like, you're selling these oils out there in the marketplace, and we want to be sure to have your back. And then we want to reproduce results and the same results over and over and over again. So having this testing done is so key, and it's imperative. And if there's a batch that's not making the grade, that doesn't pass the test, then we actually reject it and it goes back. And we have a really good supply chain. We've trained our farmers really well. We worked with our farmers and so on. So we have that dialed in, you guys. Now, here are the top 10 essential oils that we love to share and to promote. And these 10 essential oils, I'll just go through them quickly. We got oregano, which is really, you can cook with oregano. It's really good for immune boosting. And tea tree essential oil is really good for skincare, nails, hair. It's also really good for germ busting. On Guard essential oil is a blend of single oils. There's like wild orange, clove, um, cinnamon. There's many beautiful oils in here that are going to help support the immune system. And this was the popular oil during the pandemic. I'm telling you, very popular. Frankincense. And frankincense is the king of oils. And with in doubt, you would want to use frankincense. Frankincense is was gifted to the Christ child at his birth, as the Bible states that these wise men brought frankincense, and we also have myrrh. So these are treasured, prized oils that really help in quite a bit. Now we've got lemon, lavender, and peppermint. These three oils are really powerful together for seasonal threats. You can also use lemon for detoxing the home. Skin issues is lavender. Peppermint is really good for focusing, cooling the body down, tension in the head, and so on. Breathe essential oils, all respiratory things, everything when it comes to that. And Digest Zen is the oil blend that my girlfriend introduced me to. All things digestive. And I'm telling you guys, this is incredible. Like this was gassy, bloating, and all those things like that. Just a huge support in the body. And I'm working on that. And then Deep Blue is another proprietary blend that is really good for sore muscles, working in the garden, um, fingers, toes. I mean, anything that's like crying that wants extra attention. Deep Blue is the best oil for that. It's incredible. Now, we have over 80 different oils in India, and we're constantly bringing more in. There's over 200 oils in the marketplace globally, and some markets have some oils that other markets do not have, and that's okay because we're all unique in our different countries on what we have to offer. And so we also have over 125 different products. Now, this includes essential oils, but we have things such as shampoo and toothpaste, and I'll go over that here in a minute. Now, again, like I said, health benefits. That's why we are doing doTERRA is mostly for the health benefits. You're going to cook with the oils for flavor, yes, but you're going to be putting the oils in the food to be able to help get them in your body and get them doing the work that they're designed to do. So, we also have vitamins, minerals, and greens. So this is what we call our foundational wellness bundle, the VMG Plus. And this is actually already infused with essential oils. It's a sachet packet. The box is a 30-day supply. And I'm telling you, your energy is going to be out of this world. It's incredible. We also have a product called the E Omegas, and the E Omega is from fish, and it is infused with wild orange essential oil, and this infusion keeps the fish oil from going rancid. So if you're taking a fish oil right now and you're burping a fishy taste and stuff, you guys, that's a rancid. So our wild orange infused into the E Omega is actually preventing that oil from going rancid. So pretty incredible. You can actually chew on these tablets. So we have Deep Blue and a lotion, and then a stick, which is like a harder, like a deodorant kind of texture. And then we've got the bottle. We have a toothpaste, which you guys, oh my gosh, your teeth, the dentist is going to be like, what are you doing? That's incredible. We have a whole facial line, and some of these items are limited time offers. So you always want to grab those when you see them coming. We use fractionated coconut oil for diluting. We like to make our own roller bottles and things like that with recipes to be able to help people with a certain health condition. We have the base lotion there and the salve and ointment. So just to start with going through and talking about some of these oils that are in the most popular 10, giving you more of a deep dive and what these oils can do to help you, is that this is the one I started out with, like I was saying, and this is a picture of me holding that in my garden. Digestion is a beautiful blend. It has peppermint, coriander, ginger, caraway, cardamom, fennel, and anise essential oil. So it's a beautiful blend. You can drop it in your water. You can rub it on directly on your stomach. You can rub it on the bottom of your feet. It's incredible. This oil is a must-have when you're traveling. I take it with me when I go to India because sometimes being on that plane for 19 hours is kind of crazy. And bloating and gassy, irritable bowel, if you're having upset from traveling or even just normal upset. The stress, really helps take that down quite a bit. Okay, Now, peppermint essential oil is one of my favorites. It's actually sourced in India and it's sourced here in my state that I live in, United States. We have the same environment properties. And peppermint essential oil is really good for like when you're drinking peppermint tea, it's very uplifting. It helps lighten the load in the head. It's actually going to help with your stomach issues, relieves muscles and joint support. I mean, it will help. Sometimes when doing these videos, we have to be very compliant. We're not supposed to say health that it cures anything, right? And when these oils are so effective, sometimes it's really, really hard to say when we're trying to be compliant. So that's why you hear me saying seasonal allergy relief. So it's supporting the body in that, right? And then when we relieve muscle and joint pain, okay, so now frankincense essential oil has so many benefits. It's so hard to list them all. I mean, it could do so many things. This is the oil of truth, right? And you can use it for cellular health. Now, think about this cellular health. If you go to pubmed.gov and type in doTERRA frankincense oil, you'll see a whole bunch of studies done with frankincense essential oil and cancer or frankincense essential oil and other health concerns that people may have. It's very calming and grounding. You see it in a lot of spiritual practices. It is very good for meditation. It reduces the appearance of skin imperfections and so on. You can see the whole list here. Um, doTERRA On Guard, like I said earlier, was the oil during the pandemic. We loved making a hand cleaner, hand sanitizer, cleaning the counters off and stuff like this. This is just a must have in every home, I'm telling you. This oil smells amazing. I love diffusing it. I got my diffuser going on over there, and it's just a wonderful product. Now, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can type in Becky, my name, and then you can type in On Guard hand sanitizer. And I do a video on showing you how to make different products out of some of these oils. Now, doTERRA MetaPower is a new oil that we just brought to India, and this oil is really good for supporting metabolic issues. So, what is some of those things, such as like diabetes, could be one, or and maybe if you're trying to help loosen the weight in the body, it's really important oil for that too. So, we say it helps reduce APOS adipose, I can't even say that today, adipose fat cells when ingested. So it keeps you from wanting to have more cravings and slow down the hunger, if you will. And it's really a great one for that. Okay, so doTERRA Breathe Oil is an incredible oil for respiratory. Now, I've been to Delhi, I've been to Mumbai, and oh my gosh, the pollution there is so hard on the lungs. And this oil is so powerful in helping open up the lungs and the airways. And you can just rub some on your chest, you can just breathe it in. It's an incredible oil. Tea tree oil, too, is another magical oil. There's tons of benefits for tea tree. My gosh, immune support. It deodorizes the room, supports the nails, feet, your toenails and stuff. Sometimes they get looking kind of awful, and this is a really good oil to be rubbing on your toenails every day and so on. It's really good for bug bite relief, and the list goes on and on. And again, I have this slide on here because I wanted to mention that it's also a really good one for cleaning the counters. Here's a recipe for that. We can go through and add 1 to 2 drops to a facial cleanser. You can add I would add like 10 drops to a spray bottle that big and fill the rest of it up with water. You guys, you will love it. It's incredible. Now, we talked a little bit about cooking with essential oils, which is incredible. It adds amazing flavor. Some of these, I have a video on how to cook with essential oils because these oils are so potent. You may want to use just a toothpick to stir into the soup so it doesn't get too strong. So, we have many oils that you can take internally. And on the doTERRA website, when we registered a lot of the products in with the India government, a lot of the products we had to choose one or the other. Is it registered as a food grade oil or is it a skin, like a topical type, cosmetic type food grade or essential oil? And So we would register one or the other. We didn't do both because we were trying to get a lot of the products into India. And so if you have any questions that you can always go to the United States website too and look at the can I take this one internally? And most oils you can. You can look at the back and there usually is um, a supplement thing on there. I don't know if you can see that that's on the oil. And look up my class on cooking with essential oils. Essential oils are also really powerful for emotional support. I work at a suicide prevention center one day a week where I help support a lot of high acuity emotional upset that's going on. And these essential oils are incredible to help support that, help create a lot of balance and calmness. Adaptive is a blend that has lots of different oils in it. And you can do a screenshot of this too if you want. But adaptive is really good for all these emotional things here. And I love reading these. I'm not going to read it to you because we've got lots to cover here. But if you want to take a screenshot, the way these things are written, they're just absolutely beautiful. And so we can always take a look at the different types of oils and get an idea of how they're going to support us. So when we're looking at mint and citrus, they're very uplifting, right? Mints are very up, they're very loud, and so on. And citrus oils are as well. So they're going to be uplifting. They're at the top of the chart. The bottom of the chart, we have trees and herbs and grasses, which are close to the ground. Trees are very grounding, they're very big, and they're strong and sturdy, right? And so they're going to be grounding because they're at the bottom of the chart. Florals are going to be like love and giving you a hug. If you notice the petals around a rose flower, when they're a rose bud, their petals are wrapped around hugging each other, right? And then when the sun comes out, they open up. So they're opening the heart to the sun. I just think it's just a beautiful thing. And spices is just like that. They're going to be spicy and be able to add some intensity to your life. Now, I was in Jaipur, and this was in 2022, where I actually taught the aroma touch technique to a bunch of Ayurvedic doctors at one of the hospitals there. And this is a massage technique. So this is another way people can actually buy the oils, and if they have a yoga uh, parlor or a massage center or something like that, they can actually offer this as a service to be able to help people with their health as well as the stress levels and whatnot. It's an amazing technique. People absolutely love this. And so it's another way you can sell this product to different people in that region. Now, here's a couple testimonies. Abito, he's one of the founders in India. He actually had a stroke years and years and years ago before he found doTERRA. And his wife was looking for some solutions and they wanted to try out the deep blue. And so I shipped that product from them. And he has so much to say about this. I have to be compliant, so I can't share all that stuff, but the amazing things that he talks about with this deep blue rub helped support him is incredible. And so you can actually make a roller bottle with these oils in it too and roll it on the affected area. For him, it was his one of his legs. So Huke Lee talks about the piles testimony. And of course, you guys in India do not drink enough water. I don't know why, but you guys need to be drinking more water. And she would make a little water bottle with this and help apply it topically to the area when it's painful. And then we can also work with the thyroid. And we have lots of oils that support the thyroid. I think lemongrass alone is just an incredible oil for that. But here's a recipe again where you can take all these different drops of these oils and put it in a roller bottle, fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil, label it so you can remember what's in this bottle. And then voila, you've got your potion where you can roll on topically. They also use the deep blue to massage over that as well. So I hope through all of this that you can see all the amazing things that doTERRA can do with these oils. This is a foundational chart, and this foundational chart is all the different things that we focus on to help. We have the nutrition and digestion, like with the amazing vitamins, minerals, and greens, as well as the Digest Zen blend oil. I mean, I can list a bunch of different oils that can help with the nutrition and digestion. Then we have the movement and metabolism. So we've got the Meta Power, we've got again peppermint and different oils to support us in that, like deep blue. Then we also have the rest and managing stress. And this area is like people who are just stressed out at their work. Your traffic in India can make anybody stressed out. And then we also need to have our sleep. So sleeping is very important. And reducing toxicity in our body. We have detox programs, and we just finished a 90-day reset program, which was really incredible. Lots of participants and stuff. And it's all about informed self care. So we formed communities around, and these communities are where people come together and they learn from each other and they give each other support so that way they can know how to use the oils in a more powerful way. Now, we're not saying to replace these oils or to replace your doctor. Doctors are still important. And I do want to point out that we are not doctors. And I wouldn't expect you to be a doctor. We are families, we are people, that we have tools like apps and books that we can provide to people to have them look up what oils that they should use for their own benefits. So when people sign up and they purchase a kit, we like to schedule what's called a wellness consult. We like to go through and think about how people can really benefit from the oils, and we give them recipes and different things like I just shared with you. But I just want to take a minute and think. If you can stop and think about what are the different things that you have in your life that are not optimum for your health. And what would you like to, if it were better, it would make a true difference in your life. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's another family member, or maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's your school teacher. There's people all around us that are struggling and waiting for your voice. So it's really important to be able to know what's going on there in that arena, right? We can help so many people. Now, here's the app that you can you can download on your phone, and it's called the Essentials of the Earth app. And this EOE Books is actually an app on your phone that works for both Android and iPhone. And you can look up a certain wellness concern, and it will give you a list of different oils you can use and how to use them and whatnot. So this is like the Bible or the cheat sheet of essential oils. It's incredible. What I love about this app is it also talks about testimonies. So you can go through and read the different testimonies and get an idea of maybe what oils you would like to try. So I just want to say one more thing about this. This is not a doTERRA app. It is written by one of our doTERRA leaders because we wanted to have a really simple resource that people can benefit from. Okay, so you can join doTERRA as a wholesale member and you get 25% off everything. And so from retail price. So you can sign up for free and you can purchase anything that you may need, right? You can purchase one oil or 10 oils, whatever you need. Or we've bundled the oils up in these kits to give you a discount savings. And so here's like a lavender lemon peppermint kit. Now I want to show you the difference here. This here's showing in 5 ml bottles. And here's the difference. A 5 ml bottle is this and a 15 ml bottle is this. This is 3 times the volume than the 5 ml. The 5 ml is 85 drops. The 15 ml is 250 drops. Okay. So you have a 5 ml kit here, and then you have a 15 ml kit here. 250 doses, you guys. That will last you a long time. It's incredible. This is the most popular kit that people sign up with. This is the family's medicine cabinet. This is a really amazing kit to start out with a diffuser, the fractionated coconut oil. You can see I've got different prices here. This is just the oils, and then this is with the diffuser. These are the top 10 oils that I shared with you on the beginning of this video. Now, here's the Aroma Touch technique training, just for an idea. You can go to the different spa centers and whatnot and sell them this kit. It comes free with the training. And gosh, if you go to school and get trainings and stuff, there's a lot of expense involved in that. But this training has videos and you can become a certified aroma touch technician like I am. And it's a great way to be able to give rewards to people, have them buy gift certificates from you, like that. Now, here's the Natural Solutions Kit. Now, this one has a whole plethora of different items. It's incredible. This would be a great one for doctors or big families to get started with. These oils are incredible. You got all the most popular ones here as well. You got Copaiba, Adaptive, Serenity. Um, yeah, this is a nice kit to get started with. Now, the business is based on the loyalty reward program. And so when people join this automatic template, though it doesn't automatically ship, you still have to go in there and push it. But this is for a template. And every month when you place an order, you will get 10% back in product credit points for month 1, month 2, month 3. As you continue to order, you'll get 15% back from month 4, 5, and 6, 20% back from month 7, 8, and 9, 25 from 10, 11, and 12. So what this means is the consistency of the orders. doTERRA wants to reward you for being a loyal customer. Now, these points are adding up really fast. You can get a lot of free product with this. So keep that in mind, okay? People say, well, gosh, the oils might be a little expensive. No, if you look at this chart and take advantage of sharing the oils and earning a little bit of commission, that would be powerful. Now, the way you want to keep your loyalty reward program open. Now, I want to emphasize as well that this is an optional thing. You don't have to do a monthly order. There's a certain percentage of people who do monthly orders and a certain percentage who don't. If you're going to go on the vitamins, minerals, and greens, then I would highly suggest it, because in that way you're getting that consistent order to happen. Now, personal volume stands for product value points. So I live in the United States. If I were to buy a lemon oil, it probably would cost me $12, and that would be 12 PV. In India, whatever $12 is, let's say it's 2,000 Indian rupees, then that would be 12 PV. It would be the same kind of PV based on from the United States, so that way we're talking the same equal dollars and commissions and so on globally. So it's like a foundation of what we can look at as far as our business. Now, so in order to maintain your loyalty reward program, you want to order at least one PV or one item. Earn loyalty reward points and increase the percentage. So let's say you're at 15% and you skip month 5. Oh no, I don't want to do that. You can order 1 PV, or you can order 50 PV and still go up to the next rank of 20%. So you need to order at least 50 PV. And then to earn commissions, you want to have 100 PV always in your template and ordered every month. And usually I recommend people who are wanting to do the business and they don't have a team yet, there's nobody ordering underneath them, is I usually recommend you to get the first kit. Let's get started. I'm going to go over how to do the business here in a minute and how you can earn commissions. But you're going to want to be able to start to get that ball rolling really good so you get enough money coming in to cover your oils, and that will never be a problem, right? And then to participate in the product of the month, every month we have a oil that's picked for a free oil if you order 125 PV each month. So that's really a great big deal, you guys. Then you can participate in a product promotion, which every once in a while doTERRA will put out a product like frankincense. That will be, if you bought 200 PV, you get a free frankincense. And frankincense is almost 100 PV, right? It's pretty expensive. So how to get started, you want to talk to the person who invited you to watch this video. And most of you will be watching it from me. I'm Becky Raney, and I will show you how to get enrolled. I would like you to say, I'm ready to get started. And I want you to send me your KYC documents and everything so that we can get your account set up. I like to have you join a Zoom call, and I will walk you through how to do it yourself, so that way I'm training you how you can enroll someone else too, right? It's real important that you do it yourself. A lot of your names in India are hard to pronounce. I can't quite understand the clarity of what you're saying. So it's best that you actually type it in and do that. But I can do it for you as well. I don't want to make it difficult. So you would be a preferred member if you want to just purchase a product for yourself and for your family. But if you're looking to do this as a doTERRA business, then you're going to want to join as a wellness advocate, and you get all the same benefits of the loyalty reward program, and you will earn an income doing the same. So again, this is the list of stuff that you'll want to share with me or share with who invited you this video, and I can help you get your accounts established so you can start earning money by sharing with others. And that's what we're going to talk about here. So what is next? First, you get your kit, right? Then you want to schedule a wellness consult with me. I want to sit down with you on Zoom. We would go over your oils. We would go over what your wellness concerns. I would have you open up the diffuser, share with you how to use a diffuser, and make sure you're connected to all the resources that we have. And you're going to want to use these products daily because you brush your teeth with the toothpaste, right? So you're going to want to do that daily. You're going to want to form healthy habits, and that's what that's all about. And then when you're using them daily, then you will have an oil experience, and you'll be able to share from your own heart how these oils have helped you. And everybody does get an experience. Now, as you get started, you can borrow my sample of my health needs. You're totally fine with that to do that. Okay. Then we want to help you get started and schedule in your loyalty reward template what you want for your next order. Okay. Now, doTERRA has created this program called PIPES, and PIPES stands for laying the pipe, meaning when I'm going to tell you a story. There's a villager, and this villager would walk miles, kilometers to go fill up 2 pails of water and carry them back to the village and sell the water to the villagers. And there was good business, everybody needed water. So, as many trips as he did in a day, he would be able to make more money. Then he realized that if he fell down and broke his leg or something happened where he wouldn't be able to be working and carrying the bucket anymore, that he's going to need to figure out how to make a residual income. So he got a friend to help him dig a ditch and lay a pipe. So every time he went to the stream to fill up his buckets of water, they would stop and he would dig a little bit and lay a pipe. Then he would carry the rest of the water down to the village. Eventually, they got that pipe laid all the way to the village where they can just turn on the spigot. And so this is basically learning about the pipes, laying down each pipe that as the structure of what we need to do to build our business. And residual income is when you turn the spigot on, the water flows freely and he doesn't have to carry on and go back and forth to the stream. He can just stand there and sell the water. So then he's going to be making a lot more money that way, right? When he's able to get that going. So this is pipes. P is prepare. You're going to want to set your goals, figure out how fast you want to build, what you're committed to as far as your timelines, get things scheduled as far as classes go, get your names list together. And it's always a work in progress, that names list. And make sure you're connected to the resources and you know what the promotions are going every month. Then you're going to invite people. Usually there's a share. Usually we share samples and do different things like that. And when you share samples with people, they have that experience and they're really wanting to be able to buy the oils and take advantage of these amazing products. But if you share it with people, get them to come to a class, invite them to a class, and then remind them to come to class, okay? We here are doing classes 2 a week. And so we are rotating through different leaders so that we can keep it exciting and all that great stuff. But we want you to learn how to do the presenting as well. So we'll be doing presenting. Your goal is to start presenting, and I'd be happy to have you come on the Zoom call with me if you're open, and we can do a Zoom together and we can get a recording where you can actually share that for your friends and family too. Then the middle of the pipe, P, is to present. So that's teaching the class. That could include one-on-ones, phone calls, all those things. And presenting is really important. Then you're going to empower people to enroll. They're going to get that 25% wholesale membership, and they'll get deeper discounts with the loyalty reward program. And another thing to keep in mind is that 80% of the people are going to be customers, and the rest are going to be business builders. And so you want to support anybody and everybody when they buy something as much as you can and how they want to be supported. So I always like to ask, hey, thanks for joining, and super excited to have you around on this program. What was your interest? Are you wanting to make an income and sell some things? And we could, if so, great, we can set you up for getting started. Or are you open to hosting a class for me from time to time because you're too busy to actually do this business on the side? A lot of people start out a little bit of hours every week, and they add up your hours more and more as you get to be bigger in the doTERRA arena. You'll realize you're making more money than what you did when you were working at a company. So really, the difference in doTERRA is the culture. A lot of other network marketing companies focus on the business first, and we don't want to do that. We want to focus on serving people with love and understanding, and people will stick around when you treat them that way. They have so much more respect, right? Um, so we treat people, or other companies do the business, then they do the product, then they do the people. We at doTERRA are all involved about the product. I mean, and the people. We want to know what's going on. We want to be their friend. And if people aren't interested right now, that's okay. They will be interested later because we always come up with something, get the, you know, and then the business will come. And when it's not being forced, it will come really dramatically and very authentically. And people won't quit. People will stick around, and they will really help build their own personal health wellness. Again, doTERRA's culture is all about healing. Culture is so important. People want to belong to something that's empowering. And when we're healing people and making a difference, this is incredible. It's authentic, it's safe, cause driven, education focused. So if you decide to do doTERRA, we have many PowerPoints and classes and handouts that you can take a look at and actually teach the class from the handouts if you wanted. We're also going to be unifying forces. So we have leaders from all over the world that are working in India to help build this company up in India. And so we're working together, unifying together. And that's such a beautiful thing. We're not competing against each other. We're working for each other and with each other. It does really, doTERRA does really have the soul of a small company. This matters when you're just not a number, right? It does matter. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so it's servant leadership, and that's really what we're all about. Okay, let's just do a jump in. I really want to thank you for hanging on with this video. And this is where the important stuff comes along, the compensation plan. The compensation plan, we pay 5 different ways. Okay, we have 5 different um, areas of where we pull money from that you can earn off of. Retail, of course, you can buy an oil and turn around and sell it retail. We highly recommend that that's how you do it. You don't sell, you have to sell it retail. Don't sell it at your cost, right? This is a business. You want to sell the products retail. Then sharing bonuses is when you invite somebody to join the business and you get bonuses through that. Power of 3 is another powerful way to structure your team accordingly so you can grow up the ladder effectively. And then we have the unilevel, and then we have the leadership bonus. And you can see here as the ranks go up, elite rank would be 3,000 volume. And then we jump up to premier, which is 2,000 volume for 2 leaders that are underneath you. So as I go up and talk about silver, silver has 3 elites, and then gold has 3 premiers. Then we jump up to platinum, which is 3 silvers, diamond is 4 silvers, and blue presidential diamond is 5. So these are average incomes. Now you can understand, depending on the bonuses, that these amounts fluctuate because it depends on how many people you enrolled. It depends on if you're hitting the structure of your team correctly. All these things matter in this bonus system. So it's just another way to check in with your goals and be able to figure out what's going to be most important to get started with. Again, here's the compensation plan in a more deeper level. You can actually sign up like pharmacies and retail stores if they're willing to sell the oils. Um, then the next area is the sharing bonus. The sharing bonus is paid weekly. The sharing bonus is if you bring someone to doTERRA, you will get 25% of everything they buy for 60 days, only 60 days. So 61st day, bummer. This is our job to be following up on people, right? Now, so let's say you decide to join and you're going to be directly under me. Then I would get 10%. So your enroller also gets a bonus from this structure here. Now we have the power of three bonus. The power of three is how you structure your team. I'll show you some diagrams here in a minute. But the first level of everybody on that first level is ordering enough to give a total of 500 PV. We call that a pod. Then you get a bonus of 3,500 Indian rupees. Okay. And you can get structuring to the second level, which would be 18,000 Indian rupees just as a bonus for people laying out that level. Isn't that incredible? And then, of course, it goes down to level 9. And so here, I'm not going to go into detail with this because I'm sure that you guys are all like, oh my gosh, Becky, but doTERRA just gave us a raise and they gave us a new bonus. It's called the Power of 3 Boost. And if you enrolled, so if let's say you enrolled exactly a year ago, and maybe you signed up somebody in January, somebody in March, somebody in November, you had like 8 enrollments over a year's time, and they're continually ordering. We call that the personal growth volume, or PGV. This personal growth volume is incredible because if you've been enrolling people all along, you're going to be getting these bonuses down here. See, the second level would be this bonus, and third level is that bonus, and so on. Now, here's the unilevel organization. So that talks about your organization sales amount that you need to get each month to be able to be in those ranks. And then we break it down to what your other leaders need to be doing to be able to make this work. And as you unlock more levels here, you are going to notice that the percentage of compensation increases the lower level you go down. Well, think about this. Other network marketing companies, they get paid 7% on their top line, and then everybody's fighting for those leaders. We actually will put leaders under leaders. So when I sign up somebody, I may be supporting Mark, who's underneath me. And Mark, you're going to be getting more people and you're going to be supporting them. And we're working together, right? So this is a great way to recognize. This will be the highest paying part of your business eventually. And then we have pools. The pools are for higher ranking members. So from Premier and above, if you enrolled somebody in a month, you get 1 share of all the global commissionable sales. They break that down. Let's pretend it's a certain amount. And then everybody gets a share for whatever they do for their criteria. And so it can be a huge bonus at the end of the year. It's really incredible. So keep that in mind. I have a video on this as well that will go into much more detail. So I want to ask you a critical question. How much time do you think you could put in building this business in a week's time? Do you think you can give it 5 hours a week? Do you think you can give it 10 to 15 hours a week? Or are you all in, willing to do it at 30 hours or plus, right? And of course, like anything that's worth doing, you're going to be working more hours at first because you want to get your team established and going. A lot of that is planting seeds, learning how to say things. And that's where I come in to be your mentor. I'm here to help mentor, to do a strategy call, and we can go ahead and do that. But if you sit down and you think about how many hours can I dedicate to building my doTERRA business and what will I get out of it? Well, this slide explains quite a bit of that regarding how you can run with me, right? Now, if you choose to say run doing this to replace your income and to really make a huge difference, wonderful. If you choose to do this one, the part-time one, wonderful. If you choose to do this one, wonderful. No matter how you show up, it doesn't matter to me, it matters to you. I want you to really put your effort into this and stretch yourself and grow. If you're running a full-time job right now and you have barely any time to think, you can stretch and put these ways to plan your business, like when you're riding the bus or when you're on the weekend or something. And it's really important that you do carve out the time and you make a new commitment to continually going and making a difference for people. They're out there waiting for you. They're waiting for your voice. They're waiting for a solution, just like I was. And so this is an incredible way to be able to make this happen for your friends and family. Now, here's another guideline. Our goal is to have 1,000 diamond level people in India. And that would be incredible, wouldn't it? And here are the different ranks again. You might want to make a screenshot of this. On the average income, of course, it's in a range because it depends on how many people you brought in a month and how many pool bonuses you're getting and so on. Okay. Now let's compare this again to other network marketing companies. Um, when you're paid on the unilevel structure part, this unilevel, when you have three people on your top line, let's say you've got your three business builders on your top line, you earn 2%. Gosh, that doesn't seem like very much, right? Well, hold on. Other network marketing companies, yes, they do pay 7%, and they get 2,000 Indian rupees where you only get 561. Now, if you go to level two at 3%, this is what it's looking like when you're comparing apples to apples. Level three, 27 people. And again, this is based on 125 PV. You're going to have 27 people. That's incredible. And then this person will be getting 6%. You're going to be getting 5. And then when you get to 81 people, it's at 5% on your level 4. Look at that. It's the same amount. Now, I want you to look down here and notice level 5, 6%. Look at it's 136552. Over here, it's only 11. Or excuse me, 113. Reading that wrong. And then level 6, 6%. Look at this, 409. They're only at 204. We're double the income. Level 7, 4, it's 14 lakh, I believe, and this is only 4. You guys, this is a huge difference. I know people who are making this amount of money. And so it's really important that you build across and down. So you're building your leaders and getting that going. And I want to just announce, a really special thing. Founders Club, because doTERRA has been open in the market for a while now, and we're racing really hard to get to a founder. A founder means we have 40 positions or 40 spots. 6 of them are filled. Actually, 7 and 8 has been announced and is moving fast. And so if you get to gold ranks for 3 times in a row, you will get your founder's seat, your founder position, and you will get 1/40th of 1% of all the commissionable sales that doTERRA makes in the India market. That is incredible. Everybody's racing for this, and I'm challenging you. I have 4 founders out of the 6 on my team. So if you want to run and make some money, you choose me. We'll go together. You show up and you be coachable, you be committed, you be willing to make this happen. Sometimes it's harder than you want it to be. And that's where I show up again and say, hey, what's going on? Let's get you back in the right spot here and keep you moving forward. Okay. I'm like a coach. Here is the ideal structure to put your team together, and you're going to want to have 3 leaders on your top line. What's really important about this is those 3 leaders need to be really good business people. You want them to be committed. You want them to be capable. Don't sign up your best friend, because your best friend is probably going to be not your best friend after a while if they just decide not to do the business or they're being flaky or something, right? I signed up my mom. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not going to do the business, that's for sure. I didn't believe in network marketing. And I signed up my mom, and my mom actually was my best leader. She's 84 years old. So, we got to be mindful about this. She's got a big team underneath her. So we have 3 leaders under her, and then they've got 3 people. Now, it doesn't look this perfect, right? Sometimes when we're putting our structure together, but I recommend you to put your list together of all the people you know, who's got money to buy kits, who loves natural health solutions, who knows a lot of people, who is outgoing, that kind of stuff. And those kinds of rating of the people that you know will be the top ones, will be the ones you want to reach out first, because then you're going to be able to have them join you and have you run with you and make a big difference. Okay. Here's this names list. We do have this names list available. Um, I will put a link down below. If you're ready to get started, you can click on that link and download this form. Again, prioritize that names list, and it's going to take a lot of people. My names list is thousands and thousands of people, and I'm not saying that to overwhelm you. I've been doing it for 13 years, right? And sometimes some people will sign up right away. Sometimes they're not going to sign up for 3 more years. Wherever your people are, just meet them where they are and don't push them, because it's worse when you talk somebody into doing something and they really weren't interested, okay? So we have lots of support. We have all these share guides, these live guides, these build guides, and we have class sheets. We do classes on Zoom. We have books with resources in them. All this stuff is here available for you. Now, when you believe in yourself and you start taking action, you will get results. These guides are ways to help build belief, help build that confidence, and help you move in the right direction. And our upline designed this business building guide, which is phenomenal. It's like 114 pages, I think, of scripts and different things to do to build your business. You theoretically could get this little book online. It's something online, and on the doTERRA website, you can download it, the PDF for free, and you can go through this book, and it can guide your business. But I'm here as your mentor. You want to use me as your mentor. I'm here to help you strategize. And if you meet with me once a week, like we could pick the same time and date at 7 o'clock on a Monday night or whatever, we can meet, go over your strategy. I have mentor forms that you can kind of self evaluate yourself and tell me just where your wins were and what you want to do and accomplish this week. And that is the key to your success. Okay, so the plan, again, I'm just going to revisit this from the very beginning, is you're going to want to purchase your wellness kit. You're going to want to experience the oils, use them. You're going to want me to give you a wellness consult so you can be sure to learn how to do that to your downline, as well as learn how to use your oils and get the resources again. This wellness consult is considered the second enrollment. This cannot be missed with the people you signed up. Again, our customers order again and again and again from us. And when you're able to get them to do that, that is king. That is the foundation of you making this successful. Okay. The loyalty reward program is part of you earning commissions. Again, remember, to earn commissions, you're going to want to have at least 100 PV. And so you're going to want to order stuff every month. Now, let's say you don't have a team yet, then you don't need to order every month. But if you want to start to go up in the ranks of the charts here and get cheaper product and stuff, then take a look at that. Figure out your strategies. You're going to want to learn the compensation plan. You're going to want to learn about the company, and those things are really important. And I can help you. We can record them together and whatnot. Again, your requirements is a personal loyalty reward program, or LRP, order a minimum of 100 PV every month. And that is with today's standards. I did do that update and it's around 94.22. Again, this goes along with the currency conversion. So United States dollar or $100 compares to 944.22 today on the currency exchange. Okay, again, so go through, create your pipeline. Again, we talked about this earlier. We have the tools that match each of the pipelines and help you support yourself and your team. Oop, I went backwards. You're going to want to partner with me as your mentor, and I'm here. I'm a good cheerleader. I'm an amazing coach, and I have lots of recordings and lots of tools that I can guide you and help you go through to be able to become a powerful leader. I want to work with people who are trustworthy. I want to work with people who will be their word. Why we call that integrity, honoring your word. I want to work with people who are going to be um, honest, a servant heart, providing hope for people, and really make an impact. And if you feel that that is you, then great, let's work together. And, if you realize and recognize that any network marketing company, especially doTERRA, is that we are a personal growth development company, really, where we help each other really be bigger than they know themselves to be and teach others to do the same. There's nothing better than that. It's pretty incredible, you guys. Okay, so our goal as doTERRA is to triple our impact, and we can do that because we do have 65% loyal customer retention. We do have 1 million casual users, right? And we have 400,000 professional partners. That's me. I'm one of those. And I'm asking you to become one with me, and let's join this mission, this revolution of natural healthcare solutions. Let's help heal the world. And, we source the best and help the most. So, is there any questions that any of you have? Please reach back to me and say, Becky, let's talk. Let's get started. Let's schedule a call. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Let's talk about your goals and what you would like to accomplish with this amazing program. So, again, I wanted to thank you for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, another important note is that I'm not going to bug you, I'm not going to harass you. It is up to you to buckle the seatbelt and get started and come to me and ask me the questions. I need you to do that. I'm talking to hundreds of people a day. And so if you can reach up to me and say, Becky, what about this? Or I want to do this, then I'm here to help you. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. And we look forward to hearing from you soon.